All right, welcome back to Reflections, everyone, where we talk about all things Church of Christ with the Elijah Message. It is wonderful to be back with you, spending this time together. So a little while, I did a video on the 4 witnesses to the 30th message. And I didn't know who Elizabeth Mills was. So I had to do some research, and I wanted to verify by multiple sources. So I find out that she is Otto Fetting's mother-in-law. She is his wife's, Jenny's mother. And I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about this idea of family testimony. You know, we had this in the 3 and 8 witnesses to the record of the Nephites, where you had kind of like a church family testimony with the 3 witnesses, and you had these 2 families, relatives, testifying in the 8 witnesses. They were the Whitmer family and the Smith family. And we then see this in the 4 witnesses, where you had 3 of them were a part of Otto Fetting's family, relationally, and then you had William Dexter, who had worked with Otto Fetting in the ministry. And I think this is really interesting because it speaks to the truth claims of the person if people who are in intimate knowledge of that person is testifying of the truth of their claims. And perhaps it's testifying as well to the character of the person. But this reminds me of something that Otto Fetting said in the groundbreaking ceremony on the temple lot in April 6, 1929. He said this: "When I quit the reorganization," he was part of the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, "the missionary field of the reorganized church, I saw the innovations that crept in," and this is the Supreme Directional Control controversy. "I was disgusted. There was a spirit of bitterness entered into my heart, and I wanted to fight the innovations. That continued until I transferred to the Church of Christ, and I lectured and talked against it, and did all I could to try to convince the people of the innovations that had crept in. There was a feeling of bitterness in my heart. But as the messenger has come and has told us from time to time to go to them in the spirit of love in my heart for all factions of the restoration, and I began to feel, brethren, that the work has been committed to us as a people that might meet Christ in the temple when he shall come. Oh, if there is any bitterness in our heart, any of us today, let us make a resolution and carry it out, that it might be eliminated, and that we might qualify ourselves for the great tasks that we're undertaking to do. To prepare a people is my prayer." And by this time, there had been 10 messages that had been sent. I feel this way about the Elijah Message tradition. You know, we are 3 related churches, but we're not in communion with each other. And I don't feel any bitterness toward any of them. You know, I have tried in this videos, in this medium, to allow all 3 churches to stand on their own merit. And allow you to choose which church speaks to your heart. And I find that very interesting. Brothers and sisters, it's been wonderful spending this time with you, thinking about these things, reflect on them. And until next time, I invite you into the Elijah Message House.